not going to say anything on the mic now because he's terribly out of breath. But out of breath is going to be, in the not too distant future, Faddy on the front row of the grid. He'll be, Donnie should I say, on the front of the grid. Here we go. Donnie Van Niekerk gets the hammer down. Jess Haggard right in there. Mansour Parker on that inside right. Clinton Nord trying to go around the outside of Jess Haggard. And if he makes that one stick, that'll have him in third position. Mansour locking up the left-hand front. Eugene Kruger not that far behind that. Evert Weiland looks like he's going to just sweep across the front of the NSI Racing Beamer.
Well, down into engine corner they go now, and it is Donnie Van Niekerk, Junaid Saman, Haggard in third, runs that second line out there, keeps Clinton out behind him. Then it's a little bit of a gap before we get Mansour Parker. Right on his case there, it's Gavin Surf, Eugene Creer, as the pack runs through the kink down into Rose Foundation behind Creer. It is the Alpha of Evert Weiland. Right on his case, there's Barcy Burger, followed there by Ahmad. Then it is the BMW of Ernest Roos. That's on the gas as they work their way down into Malmesbury Sweep.
Out of the double right-hander, out into the back, mate. Jesse Haggards all over the back of the 26 Beamer. He's broken away completely from Clint Renard. Clint, somewhere along the line, lost a hell of a lot of ground there. So Jesse, the first of the VW boys. It's all about Van Niekerk. That's right up front. He's going to stretch him out in the Wingfield Motors car. And he comes out to complete lap number one. I think Donnie Van Niekerk, Junaid Slamunk, Jesse Haggard, the three of them are going to break away from Clint Renard. Clint is now also getting away from the first class B car, which is Gavin Surf, Mansour Parker right in there. Evert Weiland now starting to make a move on Eugene Kruger.
Well, look at Niels Modak. He's cutting and carving his way through this pack as he works down into turn one. He's gone from stone last up to 17th position by the end of the opening lap, and he is working and squirming and worming his way through the slower cars, if you can call him that. Now he's going to have a go to Michael Asia. Up on the inside of Michael Asia goes Modak, and he sails in there between the Polar Hatch and the Polar Classic on the exit of engine corner.
Keltnace in the 62 car has gone and parked it. Gavin Keltnace, having had a good meeting, is now off. We've got a car off in turn 2 engine corner. I think it was the car just ahead of Devon Cummins, if I've got it correct. It might have been Anthony Carstens, I think, was the car that went off. But all well, that ends well. It's quite fine. He's back on the circuit. Gavin Surf, the best friend of Clint Renard, now closing Clint Renard down. A Class B Golf, chasing down a Class A Golf.
Well, here comes Donnie Van Niekerk. Now there's a big gap there. Van Niekerk, Slamang slows down. Junaid Slamang slows right down as they head under the bridge. Haggard makes his way past Slamang. Big problems out there for Junaid as Clint Renard and Gavin Surf are the next two that's going to nail him. Here comes Ahmad. I nearly said Modak. That is Ahmad heading down into KFM corner, and right behind him it's Mansour Parker.
Well, he just put up a pretty nice lap time there as he's working his way through the traffic. But remember, Donnie Van Niekerk's got open ground in front of him. He's doing medium 1 minute 22s right now. Jesse Haggard now finds himself in that second position ahead of Clint Renard, who's keeping a reasonable distance between himself and the first class B car, being the Spur Golf of Gavin Surf, now going through Rose Sweep. But that Beamer is closing up from behind pretty quickly. Junaid Slamang hasn't picked up the pace. He's just idling it around. I think he might actually retire it at the bottom end of the back main.
Well, Eugene Creer and Evert Weiland, they are first and second in Class C with Barcy Burger third. Obviously, Ernest Roos is in fourth position. So we'll pick up on that Class C dice as they work their way down. There they are, first, second and third, and they've been caught there by the BMW, but they will let him go as the battle for 1, 2 and 3 continues down into Cape Town corner. In a Class C, it's Barcy Burger, it is Eugene Creer and Evert Weiland, and Weiland leads a group of 3, and that's first, second, third in Class C.
Yeah, that Class C battle is normally a massive battle, and they are so close to one another as they go past the ailing NSI racing car. It doesn't want to go no more. Ernest Roos doing pretty fine right now. He's got a bit of a lonely race. Wayne Wilson has now also moved up a good couple of places. He did not qualify very well, not sure why. And Ahmad doing a 1:28 121.82.
Well, Anthony Carstens, Devon Commons and Chris Fielding, they are first, second and third in Class C as they head down into the bottom part of the racetrack. So we'll try and pick up on that dice there. That of course is the Class E dice, but we'll try and pick up that Class C dice again as they make their way up the KFM straight. That is one-on-one and they are side by side. Kriel now leads Class E. Class C out of Malmesbury Sweep. Down the back main, it is Eugene Kriel. Right on his case, it's Evel Valand. Right on his case, it's Barcy Burger. As they've piled down the back main, now Valand challenges for the lead in Class C and runs around Kriel on the outside of him, heading down into Cape Town corner, and the lead changes once again in Class C. It now belongs to Evel Valand.
Karen Kotze retired the car at the bottom end of the back straight. Ahmad a 121.623. Remember, cutout is a 121.5. Donnie van Niekerk doing 22.3, so that's 0.7 of a second that he's now catching on the leader. But there is only 4 laps to go, and there's too much space between them.
Well, as the cars run past us heading down into turn 1, there goes Anthony Carstens. Will try and pick up on the overall leaders as they work their way around. And Jess Huggett's still doing pretty well out there as here comes Fonsa van Tonde. Well, he of course is the reigning champion as he works his way down into KFM.
Donnie van Niekerk on a 22.3, Ahmad on a 21.6, but there's 10 seconds between them, so no can do. There's 3 seconds between him and Jesse Huggett. And with 4 laps to go, well, 3 and a little bit, I think Jesse Huggett is going to battle to hold off that Beamer. The Class B battle, Gavin Surf from Wayne Wilson, that's moved right up to 13th position. So he's done pretty well there. Gavin Surf, unfortunately, does not really have competition in Class B right now. The gap to Jesse Huggett getting smaller and smaller with 3 to go. So Ahmad on a 22.3, Jess on a 23.9. That's 1.6 seconds. The gap is 0.9. I think Jesse Huggett's going to lose that second.
Well, he might just lose that second place, but heading out of engine corner now has got a massive lead as Donnie van Niekerk in the Wingfield Motors BMW heading down into Rose Foundation. Huggett, as you say, might lose that second place to Ahmad. Here comes Ahmad, he's on a roll, he's flying through the kink, heading after Huggett into a Rose. Jess will see him and just let him run through. I don't believe he'll be able to keep that BMW behind him. However, Jess won't go down without a fight, that's for sure, as they work their way up the KFM straight 9 towards Malmesbury Sweep. Down the back lane, will Huggett hold? I don't know. Here comes Ahmad up on the inside. Ahmad goes through, and the next man coming is Clint Renard.
2 Class D cars out there, Alice Russ and Gunter Worth. They are in 11th, and I think Gunter is down in 20th position, so 9 places between them. So should not be too much of a problem for Alice Russ with that one. His car is very well prepared, very neat. I don't foresee a hassle with that. Jess Huggett has now lost that position. So it's the 2 Beamers that's up front, then it's the 2 VW products, and if anything, I think Clint Renard has closed just a tad on Jess Huggett. Yeah, he has. Wow, he's closed up 1.9 seconds. So Clint Renard on the charge. The tires are definitely holding out well. Jess Huggett might have another problem, and that's called Clint Renard.
Well, I'm watching as
well, they spread out pretty much around the circuit now. 2 laps to go. We've lost out Karen Kotze, Byron Zimmerman, Gavin Geldenhuis and Junaid Slamang. Carl van der Mauer is still out there. Vicky van Niekerk is also out there as well. Vicky, that must be the lady friend of Donnie van Niekerk. Actually missed out, and I said there was 1 lady racer. There's actually 2. So nice to see that Vicky is out there. Cody Albert's just ahead of that in the Class E car. Gary Mayer in the Class F car putting in a 1 minute 37.198. That's quite nice. Just ahead of that, Paul Minnick.
Well, here comes race leader across the line. When he crosses the line, there will be 1 more lap to go. That's Donnie van Niekerk heading down into turn 1. Behind him, it is Ahmad in that second position. Jesse Huggett sits there in that third place, and then it's Clint Bernard in fourth. With one more lap to go, will Huggett hold out Clint Bernard as Clint hones in there on the back of Huggett as they work their way out of KFM corner. They now will try and pick up Class B, while Class B has been led there by Gavin Surf as he crosses the line. Here comes Class C. It's Eugene Creer, Barcy Berger and Ewald Weiland, 1, 2 and 3 in the Class C as they work their way down into KFM corner.
Well, Barcy started 6 cars back from Eugene Kruger on the line, so he's done very well to catch up, and all he's been able to do is catch up to the back of Barcy. There's about 9 or 10 car lengths between them, and I think that's pretty much the way that it's going to stay. I don't believe that's going to change, but our lead car is, Mansour Parker. Something went wrong with our time, because the time that was put up now for Mansour Parker is definitely not the right one. Our lead car's now on their way down the back straight, and Clinton Hart has passed Jesse Huggett. It must have happened in turn 4, Frankie, up into second place, but it's side by side through the turn 5.
As Van Niekerk takes a checkered flag, he brings it home in P1. Donnie Van Niekerk will win this one. Ahmad brings a BM home in that second position. And here comes Clint Bernard just across the line ahead of Jess Huggett. Well, that's the Class A cars. Where is the leading Class B car? Here he comes out of Cape Town corner. The Spur Golf of Gavin Surf will win the Class B. Heading towards the line now is the Class B winner. That, of course, is Gavin Surf. Here comes the Class C dice. That's going to be Eugene Creer ahead of Barcy Berger and Ewald Weiland, 1, 2 and 3 in the Class C. Ernest Roos will be the winner of Class D. Here comes second place in Class B. That's Wayne Wilson. Way down. Roos will bring it home in P1 in Class D.
The Class E battle that's going to come through now, Anthony Carstens. Well, yeah, Anthony Carstens. He's the next one through. John O'Kirsten in Class X, so let's hope that he gets through both races of the day, and then he will be classified in a Class Francois Immelman also coming through. So Gunther Worth, yeah, he held on to that second place in class, coming very slowly across the line. Mansour Parker. So I don't know what happened to Mansour. He dropped right down his last lap of 1 minute 47. So the man that likes to do jet ski racing on a Sunday, and Mansour